Right. Uh, in last session, we covered about data warehousing overview. What we are going to discuss in actual session.
So
In
this is
today, we are
my
going to
Suresh. This is my first
right.
class. I don't know what you mean by last session.
Oh,
Isn't it
right.
first? Isn't it? Is it? Am I in different wrong class?
No. This is first class in sense. Only demo is completed. Nothing is
Okay,
completed. Okay.
okay,
Only,
yeah. I was in demo, yeah. Because when you say in last session, I was surprised. Maybe I'm in wrong
no, no,
class.
no, no. The only demo. I think Anata, you also there, right? We
Yeah, yeah. I
discussed
was.
demo.
Yeah, I was
Right,
in the
right.
demo.
That's
Yes.
only completed. Okay. Uh, now we are going to start with actual first class. First class of this data warehousing tool complete.
Okay.
Fine. 1 second. Let me stop. Right. On the demo, we covered about okay what we are going to cover in actual sessions of 40 hours of time. In those, first we want to start with the data warehouse fundamentals. Okay. Let me start. What is this data warehouse?
Welcome to GoToMeeting, online meetings made easy. There are 3 other callers on the call.
Any ETL tool, that may be data stage or Informatica, any ETL tool. Whatever you want to work on any ETL tool, if you go for this data warehousing basic, those are the main important. Just let me start with the basic concept. First, what is the meaning of operational system? When we are implementing any data warehouse, as per our requirement, 1 second, please. Submitting some call from my parent.
Hello. Hello. Is something wrong, or is Suresh is doing something else? I don't
Ah,
hear anything.
no, he just got some phone call, so it just
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay, sorry, just I got a call from my parents. Right, what is this operational system we need to discuss? What is the meaning of this operational system? When we are implementing any warehouse for any business, there are some legacy systems are there. Those legacy systems we simply going to call with the name operational system. Just let me show you how legacy systems will be there while implementing any project. I'm opening an existing project which we implemented in one of my company. See, this is the architecture for data warehouse. In this one, there are multiple sources are there. Okay, these sources we simply going to call with the name operational systems or legacy systems. What is this operational system? What type of data we have in this one? Operational systems are day-to-day processing systems. These will maintain the daily transaction data, whatever occurring in business. These operational systems are maybe homogeneous or maybe heterogeneous. What is this homogeneous and what is this heterogeneous? Homogeneous means all systems are reside on same application. That's called homogeneous application. If they are reside on different applications, if you see in this particular project example, they are reside on different applications. Some are into Linux, some are into AIX, some are into System Z, some are into external applications, some are into System I. These whatever we have, these different source systems, these systems are nothing but operational systems. These we are simply calling as operational systems in data warehousing implementation process. That is simply definition of data warehouse and followed by those systems like our operational system and followed by that process. But in operational systems, depend upon our requirements, these operational systems are going to maintain different characteristics of data. Our common examples for maintaining these operational systems are our ATM machines, online examinations, online reservation systems, credit card processing systems, core banking systems, account open process systems, loan processing systems. It all comes under the operating system, means operational system. These operational are legacy. Legacy means different. Systems are going to have some specific characteristic features. What are those? If we take any operational system that is going to available continuously 24/7, if we take for example call center in a bank or call center in a particular telecom sector, it's going to be available 24/7. And the data whatever we are maintained in those systems, in those operational systems, if you want to read the data, if you want to access the data, we need to have some predefined access path. We need to extract data from particular predefined access path. If you want to extract data from particular predefined access path, we need to have login credentials. For example, I open an account. Once my account is confirmed, I want to see every day my balance in online, or I want to do transfer from my system to online. If I want to do transfer of amount from online, I need to have some access path. Means I need to have some login ID and login credentials. Then only I can do the transfers and everything. Right? That's what is the data is available in operational systems. If these operational systems data, if you want to process, we are having a predefined access path. And next one is transaction integrity. What is the meaning of this transaction integrity? When we go for any operational system, these operational systems will maintain the transactional data whatever we are having in any warehouse in an integrity format. Just a common example. For example, today morning we went to one of the ATM centers. First I checked for balance inquiry. After that I changed my PIN number. After that I withdraw my amount. Means 3 transactions I did. When I am generating any report for that particular debit card number or account number, I am going to get all these transaction data. That's called transaction integrity. Because of all these transactional data we are receiving when we are generating any report, volume of transaction is very high. Here volume of transaction means all these transactions what is the occur in the business, those are going to be very high. And while generating a report, useful data will be very less. That's what we can call as data volume per query will be low. With comparison of data warehouse, operational system data is very, very less. Because of that reason, while generating any reports, for example, I want to know how many products are sold out in Hyderabad city. When you are taking a report from warehouse, you are going to get lots of information. But when you are taking such a kind of report from our operational systems, you are going to receive low amount of data only. That's what we simply going to call data volume per query is low. And who will use this operational system? For example, Some of the people are sitting in front of call center. Who are they? Are they the senior managers? Are they the top level management? No. Generally, in any business, while implementing any data warehouse, the operational data, whatever they have, that is going to use by operational staff. Operational staff are the people who are going to use these operational data, whatever they have. For example, I am trying to open an account. Who will help us to open an account? The employee who is sitting in front of the system as a clerk. That guy is going to help to me to open an account. And generally, the data whatever we are maintaining in these operational systems, the data is used to do support or used to do day-to-day operations in any business. Here, day-to-day operations means these continuous process. For example, we want to run a business. We want to take a decision to move a business on daily basis. That data is going to be useful. But not to taking a decision making of entire business units by taking one simple operational system. And who will access this operational system data? Operational staff of that particular business will access, and executives of that particular business will access, and users will access that particular business. Means all the people generally will access the operational systems data. These are the basic characteristics of these systems whatever we are having as source in any of the business. If you see, this is one of the architecture for in one of the banking projects. In this architecture, what are the source systems you are having? All the source systems are nothing but legacy systems, or we can also call as operational systems. Okay, that is simple definition of operational system. And every project depend upon their business, their client business. There are going to be multiple operational systems are there. If you see in this example, the major operating systems are account open front end, which is going to have all account opening information. Second one is workflows. That workflows is also a one of the front end system that is going to provide all transactional data whatever we are implementing. Next one is we also have one more system. That system we simply call as AIX. That is going to maintain the all CAMS application systems data. And one more system, APE means application processing engine, that is acting as a call center in that Butler Bank, application processing data, OH cards, okay, online health cards and other credit card data, and other applications are there. Some reference data is there, means these are web-based application systems, and some other database, ATM transactions, banking, core banking systems. These all are different legacy systems are there. These systems we are going to call with the name operational systems or upstream systems or legacy systems. And in them, whatever we are calling, those simply call as source system. Okay? This is about operational system. Right. Every business has multiple operational systems. We know that. We just observed in one of the project architecture. Now, we want to know what is the data warehouse. If you see in this particular project, in project architecture, these are called legacy systems and this is data warehouse. When you go for these are legacy systems or source systems here, this is data warehouse system. How we are moving this data from these all the source systems into this data warehouse system? First of all, what is this data warehouse? Can I call these systems or warehouse? Or can I call this system staging database is data warehouse? Can I call these systems or data warehouse? No. When we are going to call one particular database is a data warehouse. If I am calling one particular database is a data warehouse, means that database should have some characteristic features. What features should be there? When I am going to call, that database is a data warehouse. Just let me explain definition, then we'll come back to example also. For data warehouse definition, there are two persons give definition for that. Who are there? One person name is W.H. Inman. Second person name is Ralph Kimball. What Ralph Kimball explained, what W.H. Inman explained. First, let me give a definition according to Ralph Kimball. What is the definition given by Ralph Kimball? Then simply we can call it definition 1. According to Ralph Kimball, a data warehouse is a specially designed RDBMS. Whatever the data we are loading in that specially designed RDBMS will be useful for questioning the business and analyzing the business rather than transaction processing system. That simply we can call as data warehouse. Okay, just let me repeat. According to Rolf Kimball, a data warehouse is a specially designed RDBMS. What is the meaning of RDBMS? RDBMS means Relational Database Management System. Whatever the data we are loading in those tables, table structures will be there in any of database. Whatever the data is present, whatever tables are there, those tables should be useful for querying the business, means questioning the business. Those table data should be useful for analyzing the business rather than normal transaction processing, means inserting the data, updating the data, those kind of, apart from doing transaction, sorry, apart from doing those kind of transaction processing, we are going to use that for analysis of the data. We are going to use that for processing of the querying the business. That data we can simply call as data warehouse. He gave a definition, but that is not that much critical, or simply we can call as a, that is not that much clear. But next, one more person gave a definition. That person name is W.H. Chinman. This is the guy. W.H. Chinman gave a definition for warehouse. What he gave a definition? According to W.H. Chinman, a data warehouse is a specially designed RDBMS. The data, whatever we are loading in that RDBMS, should support these following features. What are those features mean? Subject oriented, integrated, time variant, non-volatile. If any of the database is supporting these four features, that simply we can call as a data warehouse. Okay, these are the main data warehouse, okay, characteristic features. What is the meaning of subject oriented? What is the meaning of integrated? What is the meaning of time variant? What is the meaning of non-volatile? That also we should know. When we are implementing any project, data warehouse is nothing but these are all the features. Subject oriented, integrated, time variant, non-volatile. Because W.H. Chinman also telling that data warehouse is a specially designed RDBMS. The data, whatever we have in that RDBMS, should be useful for all the features. First one, let me explain. What is the meaning of subject-oriented? When we see any of the operational systems, means front-end system, just let me go for architecture. See, in operational systems, your data may receive from multiple systems. But while loading the data into warehouse, in this data warehouse, data will be stored in tabular format. Whenever data is storing in tabular format, the data whatever we have in tabular format, that data we can simply use for analyzing the business and querying the business also. But whatever the data we are loading into warehouse should be in some structure. That structure we simply going to call with the name subject-oriented. Whenever we receive from sources, it's not going to be in structure-wise. It will be in different structure. It will not follow any particular structure. What are the data we receive from transaction system? But when we load the data into warehouse, data whatever we have in warehouse, that warehouse data we are going to maintain in each and every individual subject file. There is sales subject is there, customer subject, product subject. Each and every data whatever we have, we are going to maintain to individual subjects. Sales, customer, product. What is this sales subject? What is this customer subject? What is this product means? All sales related data we are going to maintain from different operational systems. For example, multiple operational systems are maintaining sales data. All sales data we are representing into one particular kind of subject area which is going to have multiple tables inside that one. And all customer data whatever we have in operational systems, those operational systems data we are going to maintain customer subject area. All product filtered upstream are operational systems data we are going to maintain on product subject area. In warehouse, our data should be in structured format. Each and every data is going to maintain corresponding subject oriented. That is simply we can call as a subject oriented. Okay. While we are maintaining the data in warehouse, data should be maintained as subject oriented. So simply we are going to maintain sales, customers, products like this. Each and every subject oriented whatever we are maintaining. Second thing is the data whatever we are loading into warehouse should be integrated. What is this integration of data? When we go for integration of data means when we are implementing any of integration, the data whatever we have, because of source systems, we are going to receive heterogeneous sources data. When we receive heterogeneous sources data, those heterogeneous sources data, whatever we have, we are going to process those heterogeneous sources data into multiple targets. Just heterogeneous in a sense, here application A, B, C. Multiple applications are there, for example. In application A, we have a column called gender. In gender, all the data whatever we receive, for the male they put M, for the female they put F. When we go for application B, for the male they put 1, for female they put 0. In application C they put X and they put Y. M comma F, 1 comma 0, X comma Y. When we are implementing these multiple formats of data in source different applications, while loading data into warehouse, we are going to convert these all the data into single format. That's called M comma F. Whatever 1 and X also convert into M. Whatever 0 and Y also we convert into F. That's called integration of data. Means when we receive data from multiple source systems, those multiple source system data we are going to have, we are going to combine and we are going to load into single target. That simply we can call as M comma F format. That is simply integration. Even if you see in a second example, pipelines that's in centimeters, some are in inches, some are in millicentimeter like this, then we are going to convert all these different formats into one single format. Even here also different data types data. Column name is same, but the data is available in different data types. What are those means? Some data is present on decimal, some data is present on picture class, some data is present on floating point. Here decimal of 13,2 we have, and some data is present on picture class, that's on mainframe data. Some data we are receiving floating point. When we receive a decimal of 13,2 and picture class of 9,9 B999 format and floating format, all the formats of data we are converting into one format that's called decimal of 13,2. Next is naming conversion. When we go for this naming conversions here, we have different naming standards are there. One is balance on hand, current balance, and balance. These naming conventions also we are going to receive from different source systems with a different naming standards. We want to convert these all the naming of different columns into single column, because all the columns whatever we receive from source system representing same column only. Right? We need to maintain the data in a balance. And date formats also. Different source system we are going to send different date formats. Some source system we are going to receive YYYYMMDD. Some we are going to receive DDMMYY. Some source system we are going to receive different formats. All the multiple format data we are going to make and we are going to convert into this one. That's okay. Data choose. Who will convert this one? Is it automatic process? No. These are called front-end or source systems data. This is warehouse data. In between what we have? ETL process. That's called by using our ETL tool. We are going to convert heterogeneous and non-integrated data into one single integrated and consolidated date format. That is nothing but the integration of data. Means whatever the data we are maintaining on data warehouse, that should be in integrated format. Okay, next one. When we are maintaining data in warehouse, that is non-volatile data. First, what is this volatile? Volatile data in the sense, the data whatever we are maintaining in front-end systems, that front-end system we are going to have transaction system data. For example, if we take account open system, what is going to happen on daily basis? One customer came to a bank, he opened an account. One customer made it a transaction. One customer made it a, for example, account close. Means what is going to happen? One record is inserting, one record is doing updates, one record is going to do delete. Means record by record manipulations are going to happen when you go for OLTP system. Means front end system. When you go for front end, all the data whatever we have, that data is going to be changed as per business change. But when we are loading the data into data warehouse, the data warehouse data is non-volatile data. What is this non-volatile data? Here when it comes to this non-volatile data means, this non-volatile data we are going to maintain with a different data warehouse storages. Like while loading the data into data warehouse also we are going to have huge amount of data. When we have huge amount of data, that huge amount of data will be accessed by multiple systems. That huge amount of data whatever we are maintaining will simply load huge amount of data into warehouse and accessing of the data also huge to generate reports, and the data whatever we are having in warehouse is not going to change for every business change. There is some time period we are going to maintain. From morning to evening, if you did 10 transactions, those 10 transactions are going to update as 10 transactions in OLTP. But while loading into warehouse, only latest transactions we are going to maintain are summary of those 10 transactions only we are going to maintain. That's called non-volatile data. Whatever the data we have in warehouse, that is not going to change for every business change. That simply we can call it non-volatile. Okay. Last characteristic feature of any data warehouse is time variant data analysis. Whatever the data we have in any of the source system, means operational system, the data is going to have limited amount of data we are going to maintain in operational system, and the data whatever we are maintaining in operations, that is also current data. Because of current data and the data also very limited data, the data will not useful for doing any kind of business analysis. If you want to do any kind of business analysis, operational system data will not be able to use. Even the if you broken the system also, you will not be able to get the data what are you required. But when you go for warehouse system, because the warehouse system is maintained the historical, subject-oriented, summarized, multidimensional, time variant, non-volatile, and integrated data. Because of these all the features data we are maintaining in warehouse, the data will be generate different kind of time variant reports. What are different kind of time variant reports we are going to generate means? Those reports are simply we are going to useful for making the yearly analysis reports, quarterly analysis reports, monthly analysis reports, weekly analysis reports, hourly, product wise, store wise, manufacturing unit wise. Like these kind of different reports, if you want to generate, the data whatever we have in warehouse will be useful to generate time variant data analysis report. Okay. The data whatever we are maintaining in data warehouse database should support subject oriented, should support integrated, should support non-volatile, should support time variant analysis. If it is supporting these 4 characteristic features, that simply we can call as data warehouse according to WH Mark. If it is not supporting any database is not supporting any one of these features, That is not a data warehouse, right? That is simple definition of data warehouse given by two fathers of data warehouse. One person name is Ralph Kimball, second one is W.H. Inman. Okay. Next. What is the basic difference between these two? How data will load into operational systems? How data will load into data warehouse system? While loading the data into operational systems, those operational systems we are going to maintain here constantly changing data. Here constantly changing data means if any business change occur in business, one record is going to be insert, one record is going to be update, one record is going to be delete. Like this kind of multiple transactions we are going to do. That is simply we can call it operational database system. But when we go for warehouse, the data whatever you are receiving in warehouse system, that's always we are going to append. See here in this one, we are going to appending the data in below. That's called simply initial load is the incremental load we are going to do while loading data into data warehouse system. Very simply we can call it initial load or incremental load process. Right, that is about operational system as well as data warehouse system. Here we have constant change. Here it's going to be change as per some time period only. These are the basic load process differences. But when it comes to actual difference between OLTP and OLAP, what is the meaning of OLTP here? Online transaction processing system. And second one, OLAP means online analytical processing system. Okay. One is OLTP, second one is OLAP, right? What is the basic difference between OLTP and OLAP? OLTP means online transaction processing system. This online transaction processing system is going to maintain and going to use by clerical people who are working as operational staff. Those people will be using this OLTP data. Second type of systems are nothing but OLAP. OLAP means online analytical processing systems. Is that these online analytical processing systems are nothing but knowledge workers are going to use. The data whatever we have in data warehouse, this online analytical processing means data warehouse. Data warehouse data will be used by knowledge workers like middle level managers, top level management, individual department level management will be using this data. Next, functionality wise, what kind of functionality we are going to do? Whatever the data we have in OLTP, that will be useful for day-to-day operation. The data whatever we have in sorry, OLTP, that will be useful for day-to-day operations in data. The data whatever we have in OLAP, that will be useful for decision support. Generally, operational systems data to run the business, not to take a decision making. But what are the data we have in OLAP will be useful for decision making. Right. Database design wise, if you see, what are the data we have in OLTP, that is application oriented data. Just let me show you how it will become application oriented data. If you see here, each and every source system is different application data. First one is account open. This is going to maintain only account open data. And next is workflows. This is going to maintain all transactional data. And this is APE. This is going to maintain all call center data. Like this, each and every system, whatever we have, is going to maintain application oriented data. But when we go for data warehouse system, the data whatever we have in data warehouse system is going to maintain subject oriented data. Okay. Data warehouse data is subject oriented. Source system is means source systems are nothing but application oriented data. There is a basic difference between those two systems also. Next, one more difference. Generally, data wise, what type of data we are going to have in OLTP? In OLTP, we are going to maintain all current and up-to-date detailed transactional data. When you go for data warehouse, it's going to maintain historical, summarized, multi-dimensional, integrated, consolidated, subject-oriented, non-volatile, time-variant database. Means the data whatever we are maintaining on data warehouse, that will support all the features. If it is supporting all the features, that simply we can call it data warehouse data. Next, usage wise. If you go for usage wise, in OLTP, it is a repetitive usage will be there. In OLAP, we are going to have ad hoc usage. Ad hoc means huge amount of usage will be there. But OLTP data, repetitively we are going to use. Same data we are fetching, again same data we are going to fetch like this, repetitively. For running of the business we are going to use. But when go for OLAP, that data we are going to use to generate reports. That simply we can call it ad hoc usage. And access wise, what type of data we are going to access? In access wise, we are going to have read and write access will be there. And we are going to have indexing and hash hashing partition we are going to apply on OLTP data. But when we go for OLAP, lot of scanning operation we are going to do in OLAP. Scanning operation means when you want to get any reports, we need to do so many kind of filters. Once multiple filters are done, then only we can get OLAP reports. And unit of work, it will be short and simple transactional data when we go for OLTP. But when we go for OLAP, when we are generating any report also, a complex query we are going to write. But even though we are writing complex query, a report whatever we got in OLAP will be 100% useful for business analysis. And if you go for record size, how many number of records will be there in OLTP means it will be in hundreds and okay, those one only. But when we go for the warehouse data, it will be in millions. And user size, OLAP data will be used, OLTP data will be used by thousands of users. But OLAP will be used by limited number of top level management to generate the reports. And size wise also, data warehouse data is in terabytes and gigabytes. But OLTP data will be in megabytes and gigabytes only. Okay, but you can see 2.0 TB data in warehouse, 2.57 TB, 2.73 TB, 3 TB like this. You can see terabyte data. These are a basic difference between operational systems and online transaction systems. Online transaction systems and analytical systems. Analytical means warehouse data, transaction systems and daily transactions, whatever we are implementing on our data. This is the basic difference between OLTP and OLAP and data warehouse definition as well as operational system. Okay. In tomorrow's class, means in next class, we are going to discuss about what are the different implementation approaches are there, like data warehousing architecture, how to implement architecture here, benefits of data warehouse, okay, their implementation process. Once we are done with basic concepts of data warehouse, we'll go for modeling. Any questions here?
No question.
Okay. If there is no questions, then we are good. If you have any questions also, you can ask me. Even everyday class also, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Also, okay, your daily class is started. You are going to see lot of material, like this kind of materials, whatever you have. Those materials you are going to receive. And yep, nothing.
Can we also share all these slides at the end of the class or sometime? Okay, okay, good.
No need to share every day end of the class. You are going to receive before all classes start. Once you get
Okay,
confirmed,
that's
okay, you are
good.
going to receive these all the materials and slides and everything.
Okay, that's good. And what is the schedule of this? Tomorrow we have a class, and what about day after tomorrow? We are we going to continue every day, or do we have any breaks?
That I need to talk with other people as well.
Okay,
Because a few people are asking to give holidays up to 25th or 26th for Christmas.
okay,
Uh, because who are in US, they're asking. For me, it's not a problem to take any session, but few people are asking, okay, they want to enjoy their holiday.
yeah. It
That's what I'm
is.
thinking. Yeah.
I think it is it depends on a team wise, right? Like you I see only Vamsi and I am in this team. So if Vamsi and I am agreed to have a classes, and if you don't have any like if you don't have any problem to take classes, and if Vamsi is
Right,
okay,
right. But one thing we need to do, generally I'm not going to take every classes for one or two guys. I'm going to combine you into different batch. But one thing I can do here, I think if you remember last time when we were taking a demo, I told one thing.
right,
One more batch already started for them data analysis fundamentals are completed. If you want,
right,
if you are okay, every day that batch is at 10:30 p.m. Eastern,
right.
same
So
time.
yeah,
If you
since
are
that
okay, I'll
batch,
do one thing. Right. I'll do
yeah,
one thing. If you are okay, because those guys are asking me to give breaks for Christmas because a few people want to celebrate their festival and few people are okay want to enjoy their holidays even though they are not celebrating.
right.
I'll give breaks for them 2 or 3 days as per their request.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, I'll complete your sessions before okay them and these are data processing fundamentals. I'll club you in the batch.
Yeah,
Right.
Then
Uh,
okay, once the Christmas is done, we can start okay in a single batch because if more number of people are there, they're going to ask more questions. And one more thing is in that batch, already 4 members are there. In those 4 members, 3 members are already working on data stage.
okay.
They are already working on data stage in different versions, but they need now latest version. You can that will be very helpful who are not into data stage because they are going to ask their questions, their project questions also from in classes, what are they have in the doubts and what are they face some scenarios. Even they are also going to use some examples in classes because okay, when we are discussing some examples, they will tell you one example what they face in their problem. That will be very helpful even if you make okay them friend as well also. They will also help you maybe okay as they are also Indians and speak Telugu. maybe they'll also help you in case. I'm not sure, okay. If you need any other help from your area, okay, to get a job or okay something, you will also get some good info from them. That is my plan actually, okay. If you are okay, I'll take everyday class for you until their holidays. I'll combine you because they completed 4 classes. They need a 5th class. I'll take every day your class and I'll combine you into that batch.
So I like that process, you know, you can combine. Uh, I think this is a good time to catch up them so that we don't lose anything if we continue taking classes tomorrow and day after tomorrow. But unless
Right.
Vamsi has any issues,
No,
I don't have
I don't.
any.
Yeah, even I don't have any issues. I can join the
Yeah,
class.
yeah,
Right. Then we'll do one thing, okay. Every day we can continue the same timing, okay, until we receive that timing.
yeah,
Yeah,
The batch people. Then okay, once the basics are completed, we can
yeah.
catch okay in a
yeah.
batch.
Yeah, if we reach that class, then you can give a break. Otherwise, continue until we reach them.
Right, to reach them, we need up to 26 because there is no, that's what I'm telling. There is
Okay.
no special holiday for Christmas because they have holidays. Because that's what I'm telling.
Correct.
As they have holidays, we can easily reach them. If they don't have holidays, there is a gap between you and them, 3 classes.
Yeah. Continue
That's
then.
okay. Right, okay, we'll continue tomorrow and day after tomorrow and okay, even
Yeah.
25th and 26th also. Then 27th when they have a class, we can combine both the batch.
Yeah. That's good for me.
Okay.
So, and it is also good if we have more people in class and more
Right.
interesting.
Yeah.
More people and one more thing is, as that batch has a lot of working people. Okay, there are a lot of working people is there in the batch.
Yeah.
As they're working, they're asking so many questions, frankly speaking, okay, they're asking so many questions that will be even helpful to me, for me as well. If I don't know something, okay, I can also learn as they're working on different domains. For example, one guy is working on insurance domain, one of other guy is working, she is working on some banking, and one guy is working on data space, older version server job, because he also going to ask questions on server job. Then I'm going to answer every question. If I don't know also, I learn from my superiors or in case of if required or any other port or anything, I'll tell you. That's a very good class actually. There are so many people, even my previous batch people also want to jump into that batch because there are a lot of working employees, so they are asking questions.
Yeah, most people you come across with from America, I think 99% of working people only.
Right.
But
No,
maybe
different,
with different
right,
different
different
technologies.
technologies. Right, different
Yeah,
technologies. That's what I'm telling you. Maybe I am not okay criticizing you or something. You may have working on different technology, but they are working on data still. That's what I'm telling. All
yeah,
the people,
correct.
99% or 100% okay. Because nowadays I am not teaching for only OPTs and CPTs most of time. I am teaching
Right.
for only uh, who are working in different technology, but what I'm telling is they are working on data stage. Okay.
Right,
But
right.
few batches, see, other people are there, but they are working on different technology. When I'm teaching the classes, they will not be able to ask much questions and much interactive because they need to practice and they need to get a time to practice also.
Correct.
That's also
That's
important thing. But
yeah.
few people are okay listening the classes. They are not, they don't have time or something. They are not able to practice. When they practice, they have questions. But these days already every day they are working on school. They have a lot of questions. That's the reason they join in a class. They are every day when they got a chance, they are going to ask the question. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. That's good. That's fine. And yeah, and I have one question, probably not related to this. Maybe I'm asking
You can ask. No
too
problem.
advanced. Um, like I'm a kind of Informatica background person. Okay, I'm a new to data stage, but I have a background of Informatica. So, in what the state, let me ask you straightforward. Is there any reporting tool in data stage supported by IBM where we can run a reports against to metadata?
Here in data stage, okay, there is no separate reporting tool actually, but in web console admin is one client component is there. In that web console admin, we have a feature called metadata analyst. By using that metadata analyst and metadata report tool, we have a but there is not separate tool or something that is included in data set itself to generate a report on metadata.
So let's say if I want to run like all my workflows or sessions or whatever, I don't know what they call in jobs maybe in data stage. But
Right,
in Informatica we call as a workflows and sessions.
right,
And
right.
if I want to see how much time each session took from starting time and end time, and
Right.
how do we do in data stage?
To know that information here, that's what in data stage, whatever you are calling a session, we are going to call in data stage nothing but a job. Whatever you are calling in workflow, that we are going to call as sequence here. Let us say we are going, because I also have experience in Informatica. In my starting career, I also worked on one project on Informatica also. Here, whatever sessions we are using Informatica, the same we are going to call as job. Whatever job you design, that job starting info and ending info, even it's finished complete successfully, or sometimes what is going to happen is some jobs when you are running in a production cycle, those are going to be hanged, or sometimes okay, server contention issues will come. So all the things we can see in one separate component is there in data state, that is called data state director. What are the
Direct.
workflows director?
Okay.
Director client component. What are the workflows you designed in Informatica? The same we are going to call as sequence in data. instance,
Okay.
batch creation. What are
Okay.
the batches we are creating in data set? The batches also you can see log of those batches in data set editor only. But those batches generally we are going to schedule in third-party scheduling tool like AutoSys, Control-M, or Tivoli, or TWS,
The
or
yeah.
ShadowCap. By using those scheduling tools, we can schedule. Even though when you schedule also, okay, those batches are going to run in data stage and only. Once run those batches corresponding data stage jobs, whatever we created, and Unix scripts, whatever we write in background to do automation or to do any manual checking. So instead of doing manual checking, we can do automatic checking by using those scripting as well. Those scripts and everything will run on data stage server and node.
Okay. That the reason I'm asking, I'm working for a new client here. That client is using data stage. So
One thing I can tell you for your case, okay, you also like other people, whatever I told you just now, okay, data stage people, because the only difference is here, okay, stages wise, functionality is same in Informatica and data stage also. As you already aware of, okay, in other ETL tools, ETL tools to you, and you will also be okay of more same. The the background of these ETL, both ETL tools are same, only usage wise will be different.
yeah, that's good. I understand. That's helpful, Suresh.
Right.
I'm happy.
Fine. Okay. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay. We'll discuss same time our session until okay you guys are going to meet with that batch. Then we are going to combine another batch and we'll continue already.
Yeah.
And if you
Great.
confirm, okay, you are going to receive all materials tonight or tomorrow, all materials and all software links and college materials and slides and everything you are going to receive in your mail. Some links, some of the sessions also there. You are going to see even these basic sessions recordings also. Okay, I'm going to share you the recordings, whatever we did, recordings on this session. And one more thing is some project materials you are going to receive, some SQL materials, some database Teradata materials, Unix script, Unix basic materials, certification materials. You will get plenty of materials. No need to worry about materials and everything. What I am showing in class, everything I am going to share to my students
Right.
who are taking classes.
Yeah. Another question I have is, at what stage we are going to get installed application software in our laptops?
Anytime. Once you got the software, okay, you can download at any time. You can call to my admin. Okay, his name is Vamsi. You can call to him. I'll share you that number. You can call to him and he will going to install. Depend
Yeah.
upon your availability.
Yeah, I think during these Christmas holidays I have enough time to
Right.
with
That's
him
what.
instead
Right.
of
So many
like,
people. Right. Right, that's good. Okay, you can take these holidays. Okay, you can utilize those holidays. Okay, to take installation. That's always good. If all classes are start, data science classes are start, okay, so many people, okay, want to install at that time. Before that, if you got installation also, it will be very good to follow everyday session, and you can also practice and you can more interact. That's
Yeah,
good, okay, you
that
can
that
do it, no issues.
yeah, that helps because if it takes like a 4 hours and we have enough time to sit, I have enough time to
Right,
sit.
right, right, right,
So
yep.
so instead of like working days, this is good time for us to learn and install and set up.
Yes, you can do it, no issues.
Yeah. I appreciate if you can work on that and send email to whoever helps us to install.
Right, sure, okay, I'll
And
share you, okay.
yeah, we will
Uh,
schedule a time and then we'll sit together and then get installed. Um,
okay, sure, yep.
Probably Vamsi and I sit together and
Yeah.
yeah. Sit together with him, and if he logs in and install on one laptop, probably yeah, one laptop install, other can install myself maybe, and and by the
Yep, you
time
can do it yourself also. He can also parallelly install two laptops also, no problem.
oh yeah, that helps. By the time we go real classes from the day one, if we also practice ourselves, even from source to target mappings and all, that way we can practice good and then we learn good.
Right. That's always good because few people I saw so many problems. Okay, they don't want to get installation on time. They are getting installation after 15 class for completing or 16 class for completing. They are getting at that time. They don't know what is we discussed in first class. They
Correct.
may forget. That's the reason, okay?
Correct.
I'm requesting these days, all the batches, whatever running every day for me. Every people I'm requesting is, okay, before actual class start, okay, please get installation. If they practice or not practice, they have software, if I know they want to practice, they can practice. If they don't have software when they want to install, maybe at the time admin may be busy with installation of other tools or other installations with other, okay, technologies also. Then you may get late. In the meantime, okay, topics are going to complete every day because we are not going to do more holidays, okay. We are going to do very, very less holidays even. Sometimes we are going to have weekend, Saturday and Sunday, morning and evening sessions also we are going to set up to discuss more to complete as early as possible, not to take more days, more hours we are going to sit instead of more days.
Yeah, that helps, Suresh.
And Suresh, I have a question.
Yep, okay.
I have like data size 7.5, but I'm not able to run on Windows 7. Is that code like can we run 7.5 in Windows 7?
Windows 7, which version that is? Is it Ultimate or Professional? Which home edition?
I have professional.
It should
I think
be.
you can run it. You
Yeah.
can run it on Professional. Only home editions are giving some issues. Okay. For any version, you can run a Professional, Ultimate, okay, any version you can run that one. 7.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
7.5 will not take much issues, or this 8.1, which is the software is there, that is not going to support on home edition.
Oh,
But 8.5 and 8.7 will support on Ultimate and Professional, anything else.
Yeah. Right now I have Ultimate Windows 7.
Yeah, it's very good because in my machine also you can see that, okay, I also have Ultimate, okay, Windows Ultimate. I got installation of this data stage 8.7, 5 and 8.7. Both are there
Yeah.
in the same machine.
Yeah.
You can
So
get
I
it.
have
Okay.
Ultimate. Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
That's good.
Okay, fine then. We'll
Yeah.
meet tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Suresh. Thank you, and talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Okay.
bye.
Bye.